I'm Nancy, and I'm from Minnesota. I'm a sales coordinator with the Juice Plus company. I'm under Miss Beverly. And anyway, I would tell you my story. About 11 years ago, I didn't feel good. I didn't know what was wrong. I didn't like the feeling I had. So I was searching for something, but yet didn't know what I was searching for. So I was surfing Facebook one night, came across a friend who lived in Georgia, and she said, "What a great JP meeting we had." Well, I bit, said, "What's JP?" So she shared with me, and she shared her website with me, and I did some research on it, and I saw what the product was, and I looked at the science behind the product, and I was enthused. So I got back to Barb, and I said, "I want to try some." So I put it in an order, and after about 3-4 months, all of a sudden, I thought, wow, I'm feeling good. I had gotten off my ulcer medication. I had dropped over 30 pounds, and I wanted to eat more good foods. And I thought afterwards, well, if I feel this good, why am I not sharing it with people? Because there's so many people out there that are sick. So I decided to become a distributor with the company. And so I could share with people. That's how I got to know Miss Beverly. So if I fast forward to about 2.5 years ago, being on the product this whole time, very faithfully, I went into my doctor's office and I found out I had colon cancer. And it's like, how can I have colon cancer? I'm healthy. I eat healthy. But it does happen. And so what I did is I had 3 weeks prior to having surgery. And so what I did is I got my juicer out, went to the store, I had the full cart full of celery, carrots, beets, whatever I could get my hands on. And I started juicing every day. And I started doing 4 doses of Juice Plus every day. I was trying to smother the tumor instead of feed it. Because of all the education I'd had in the last 8-10 years, I knew that's what I needed to do. So I went in for surgery and got out at 5:30 in the afternoon. By midnight, I asked the nurse if we could walk the halls. I wanted to get up and move. By 6 o'clock, I had eaten 2 meals, 6 in the morning. By 11 o'clock, in the morning, I had eaten lunch, I was dressed, I was down in the waiting room waiting for my ride. My son and daughter-in-law come and pick me up, and 2 weeks later, I was back to work, 30 hours a week. I put a lot of the recovery onto Juice Plus and juicing and feeding my body what it needed so that that tumor would not grow anymore. For that, I'm just at awe with Juice Plus, and of course, Jesus Christ, he had a little bit to do with this too. So now I'm almost 2.5 years out. I'm cancer-free. I got promoted from having CT scans every 6 months to once a year. Still have my blood work, but I'll tell you what I did prior to surgery paid off after surgery, big time. And for that, I will probably continue taking Juice Plus the rest of my life. And with having cancer, my why got bigger. Why I do what I do. It got big because I look around me and I see some of the older people, and they're older, I mean like even 60s. They're in the nursing home, they have dementia. They have to have home health care and all this. And it's like, I don't want that. So my why is to be very, very independent in my life and everything I do. And actually, I'm doing pretty good because I'm going to be 72 this year, and I'm on absolutely no medication. All I do is my Juice Plus and vitamin D. So my why will always be to be independent. So that's my story. Normally I would show you my tower, but I had a little hiccup about a week and a half ago. And yeah, I won't have a tower to show you, but I did salvage some Swiss chard that I'm going to show you here, and then I'm going to have to harvest it. But if you really want to see my tower from this last few months, hook up with me on Facebook. I did drop in the picture of the Swiss chard and my album, because I keep an album with all the tower garden stuff in it. And I love my tower garden. I actually have 2 of them, and I'm going to get the second one up and running. It's an outside one, just because Beverly is right. Our source of food is going away. So we have to make sure we know where our food's coming from. I work in retail and I see it. So Beverly is right there. So here is my Swiss chard. Ooh, but I don't know if you can see this. It's kind of big. Yeah. So I get to harvest this. Ooh, who wants to join me? So anyway, that's my story.